as I always say at the start of all my posts, I hope some of the materials that I'm able to share on this site would get an average person like myself going from a level of goods to greatness, as we struggle to reconstruct ourselves and build a legacy for ourselves that is sustainable and that would also last. Now, yesterday I spoke a bit about how to get what you want, from a little book that I said I read on a regular basis, which was called It Works. Now, I explained how it's important to, number one, believe in yourself, that as individuals you are capable of achieving anything that you set your mind to. But the objective word there is set your mind, or phrase I should say, set your mind to. So it's important that when you desire a want, a need, whatever it may be, a house, a car, a spouse, money in your bank account, that you imprint it upon your objective mind as often as you could. I explained how you should create vision boards, or have, write the vision down, make it plain. Though it may tarry, it will surely come to pass. That's a scripture that I'm very accustomed to. And all it's saying is you have to have it in the forefront of your mind. It has to be seen as often as possible. It has to become a passion for you to want. It's not the subjective mind are not going to take half-hearted requests. They wants to know, that energy of the subjective mind wants to know that you are totally sold out and committed into desiring and wanting this goal that you put before it. And I said, in order to do that, after you've created your vision board or you've written it down, you need to start going over these things as often as you could, as many times in a day as you're capable of. You need to read it, you need to recite it, you need to affirm it to yourself. And I also spoke about how you should keep friends, or choose friends wisely, keep around you good friends who are going in the same place that you're going to. Take away skeptics who would, in other terms, make you suspend your belief in your ability to achieve these things. And I said to you, surely after doing all these things, the subjective mind comes, which is the omnipotent energy around us, takes control of these things from you and begins to make the universe work in your favor to make these things come to pass. And today, I want to expand a little bit further more upon that same line about how we connect with the energy of our subjective mind. I have already said that energy is our omnipotent, is the omnipotent presence of God around us. As I explained yesterday, in a bit, how we are mini gods because we were created in the likeness of God. And I also said that scripture that says, truly, if you believe in me, that these works that you see me do, will you do even greater works than I've done, will you do. And I'm trying to say to you today that those are not just empty words. Those are words that come from God, who knows that His creation, He has given His creation, us, who He's created in His likeness, the ability to do exceedingly and abundantly more than we could think or even imagine. But how do we do that? First of all, again, like anything else, it begins with the power of our thoughts. A lot of us would have heard several times and over the saying, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So it's no empty words. It's absolutely essential that we begin to think that we are capable of attaining any goal that we set our minds or our hearts to. By doing that, we are making all forces begin to work in our favor, because our subjective mind, that omnipotent presence, It doesn't take mixed signals from us. It would only take a signal that we're totally convicted to, that we want to achieve, and it would make it happen. But before you're able to do that, as I explained, you need to be able to know who you are and what source, God, energy you're connected to. You need to be able to know the capability of that energy that you're connected to. Prime examples are, if you think your you know your family is exceptionally rich and you were born into maybe a royal family, or an exceptionally wealthy family also, just by virtue of you knowing that you come from such a household, you automatically begin to believe that you can achieve certain things to an extent which the the fact that you've been born or given birth to in that family allows you to achieve. In the same vein, if you are born or brought up in a broken home, if you don't recreate your mind and the thoughts that go around you, not a broken home, or very poor, if your parents were alcoholics or drug addicts, and you don't recreate your mind, you begin to believe that that's the only way that you go. It all starts in the head. It's more than what we see, because what we see begins to get analyzed by our objective minds in our mind, which is our thoughts. What I'm trying to say is, those thoughts, the mind we carry, something, some energy, call it mysterious, call it spooky, call it anything, is what gives us that power to have those thoughts. It's very important that you understand that the thoughts in your head come from somewhere. Yes, it comes from you, but if, for instance, you go into an X-ray machine and they examine your brains with the most powerful microscopes on planet Earth, those thoughts would never be seen. They would see all the organs, they would see all the brain cells, the cerebrum, the medulla oblongata, and all those things that come, but no one is able to see a single signal of thought. They can tell you what creates thoughts, but they cannot see one thought. No doctor on earth, or no brain surgeon, or no powerful microscope can see a single thought that goes through the human brain. Now that should make you understand that something else within us gives us the power to have those thoughts, whether good thoughts, whether bad thoughts, whether it depends on where you connect those thoughts to. So the minute you're able to connect it to the good or the right source of energy, you get the right results. If you connect it to the bad source of energy, you get the bad results. And it's as simple as that. So the power of our thoughts and the source we connect it to, as much as we're human beings and capable of doing exceedingly abundantly than we could think or we could imagine, we could do good or we could do bad. And that's why there's serious serial killers and there's super successful people in life. Because everyone just chooses what thought they think about and they connect it to the right source. And that source, in turn, gives them the power to achieve or to do whatever else they want to do. So it's important to suspend your disbelief that you can't do this, or you're young, or you're old, or you're too old, or it's too or you're not educated, or you haven't got money. Begin today to start connecting your thoughts to the right source, and I can guarantee you'll be seeing results like you've never seen before. Until we speak next time, if you have any other questions or any other comments you want us to talk about, or you want me to talk about, please write them down or email them to me. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you.